Good afternoon, elders, youth, invited dignitaries, colleagues, neighbors, family, and friends. And for those who have traveled to come for our weekend of celebrations, a special masicho. On behalf of the First Nation of Na-Cho Nyäk Council, I would like to welcome everyone to Na-Cho Nyäk traditional territory. We have a weekend full of events. Join us for afternoons filled with activities, the Fur Ball Family Dance Saturday evening with Denazege, Family Fun Day Sunday with an evening of entertainment, and the official 30th Self-Government Anniversary celebration on Monday, May 29th. Over the years, people have translated Na-Cho Nyäk to mean Big River people. We have come to relearn it over the years from the late Martha Bike and the late Alice Bike that the word dun means family or kin. And after 30 years of recognized self-government, we have come to understand that the word people refers to the collective rights of our Aboriginal families as a whole. We are taught, therefore, Na-Cho Nyäk is translated to mean the families of where the big waters converge. Please consider this when you see Big River people in various translations, when you are traveling among our Northern Shoshone communities who share languages in common, namely Selkirk, Little Salmon Carmacks, and White River.
The next song is a water song, and because water is so important to us, we're so thankful for water. Without it, we won't be here. It's very important to pray for our waters, and this is a song that we would like to sing.
I am so proud to be part of such a beautiful people with rich culture, language, and heritage tied to this vast boreal landscape. Historically, we lived off the land and trapped throughout our traditional territory area, hunting, fishing, and gathering game animals, fish, birds, and numerous plants for food to survive and medicinal purposes, required traveling at various times of the year throughout the First Nations traditional territory, which spans across 131,599 square kilometers of the Yukon and 30,850 square kilometers overlapping in the Northwest Territories. So much has changed from the old days. Together today for our children tomorrow. That was just the beginning of our final agreements, and it still stands true today. I am a land claims baby, and I strongly feel that these agreements were written for me and all future generations that follow. These agreements gave me back my identity, they provided me a path to take back my culture, and they provided a path for me to get my education. And all of this provided great opportunity for me to get to where I am today. I am a strong advocate of the First Nation of Na-Cho Nyäk self-government and final agreements. Much of my educational journey focused on learning everything that I could about them. It's our obligation to uphold them in the spirit and intent for future generations. After a long process of negotiations, on May 29, 1993, Chief Robert Hager, the Honorable Tom Siddon, Minister of Indian Affairs and Northern Development, and Government of Yukon leader John Ostashik signed the First Nation of Na-Cho Nyäk Dun Final Agreement, formally asserting and retaining the Aboriginal rights, titles, and interest with respect to the First Nation of Na-Cho Nyäk Dun traditional territory, while protecting the way of life based on economic and spiritual relationship between the Na-Cho Nyäk Dun people and the land. The First Nation of Na-Cho Nyäk Dun was one of the first 4 to sign comprehensive modern land claims agreements. And with these agreements, as a self-governing First Nation, the First Nation of Na-Cho Nyäk Dun government maintain decision-making authorities and make laws on behalf of their citizens and their lands. There are so many people to thank who have been involved at some point throughout each step of the process. There are just too many to name without missing someone somewhere. Although we'd like to say a special thanks to all our former chiefs, to Albert Peter, and to our elders who have assisted along the way. We stand on the shoulders of giants. Masicho to all those who came before us. Masicho to all those who continue to uphold all of the rights within these agreements today for our children tomorrow. Now we go to our citizens and ask, what do you like most about living in our traditional territory?
Freedom! We got the nature, we got the river, we got the fish, we got the boating, we got the moose, we got the berries, we got the back roads, we got everything.
I really love the traditional territory of Na-Cho Nyäk Dun. It's the people.
Hanging out with my friends in the Yukon. We fish and then down by, we go boating and canoeing. It's really fun.
Culture camp?
Going to culture camp with the youth. Going to culture camp with him and the youth.
Wishing I was at culture camp with him and the youth.
Live outdoors, go hunting, harvesting animals, everything with the outdoors. And the people are so gracious and they work together.
My family was raised here and it's so beautiful.
My family also has strong ties to this land, and so I feel the connection too. And I really like all the big birch trees.
My ancestors are from this land, and I just love the beauty of all the water and mountains.
Definitely the community, I think, is the biggest part. I mean, you can go to a whole bunch of beautiful places in the Yukon, but Mayo's got a really tight-knit community. Since my family and I moved here about 1.5 years ago, it's definitely the key part that's kept us wanting to continue to be a part of it and live in it.
Well, I've lived here all my life, so I guess I got no choice. I've lived here for 91 years.
Oh, I love Mayo. I'd be living here if there was a nice house for me.
And I love 5 Mile Lake and camping.
It's such a warm, generous people, and the views are absolutely amazing, and the food is just as amazing. So it's a perfect place to be here right now.
So we've been here now for 1.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And what I love most about this territory is just the people. They are just so welcoming and so warm and great community.
I just can't agree.
I love 70 Mile. Right on.
I've been here for about a year, little over a year, and the people, they're all so welcoming, been fantastic.
I love that we can go anywhere on our traditional territory and provide for our family.
I'm gonna have to say the same thing.
I love the fact that you can create who you want to be and what you're going to do on any given day.
Having Hazel, I love her.
I like being out on the land most. When I'm just experiencing all that this territory has to offer. Being on the water is really nice. Being out near the lake, like winter, summer, or fall.
The people and the culture. What do you like about living in Mayo?
The life.
The life?
Say friends. Friend. Louder.
I like living in Mayo. I was born and raised here. And the people are very nice here. I like living in the bush. it's very, very, very healthy place to be.
I like the hunting and the fishing around here, and the people are fun.
I came here back in 1973 from way back east and landed here and found the place to just be beautiful. Tried to leave for the first 3 years and always came back here. So,
Looking for me.
Looking for her.
So what do you love most about this traditional territory?
Is her. I found my true love.
C'est tellement un beau territoire. Les gens sont accueillants, les gens vivent en harmonie. Et puis, la nature est magnifique.
I love the people here, and I learned a lot over the years. Yeah.
It's quiet, and it's free fall, and lovely people, beautiful people. They're all get to know each other. It's like a small little community, and just like one big family.
The people within it.
That I have connection to my ancestral roots and heritage. My grandmother and my grandfather grew up here, and they lived nomadic lifestyles in this country, and that's something I highly respect of them, and I continue to do the same for my grandchildren.
We've been at Eth Lake for 30 years, so we have a cabin there, we fish there, we hunt there, we picnic there. We love it.
I think it's a little sense of community we have out at Ethel. The outpost is out there, and they hold events there, and we get to attend some of that. And some of my favorite memories have been out there in the bush.
It's nice coming back. It's great to see that everybody was here and taking in all the festivities and dancing and the music.
I like the drumming.
Love hunting and fishing and harvesting berries and food for my family.
I enjoy the people, I enjoy the land, I enjoy the history, and I enjoy the community atmosphere.
I love that my kids don't want to leave when we come here, and they get to connect with all their cousins and be out on the land. They're off of their games and experiencing the outdoors.
Family. I like the country, the scenery. There's plenty to do. Sturt rivers in the backgrounds, and we like events like this. This is great to get everybody together in one spot.
What do you like when you come up here? You were crying, you didn't want to leave. How come? You like your cousins? Yeah? Do you like playing outside? What about you?
I like my cousins.
And your cousins. Yeah.
I like the people and how the tradition is made.
A whole bunch of events happens.
We like the events like this and activities like culture camp that N&D provides.
About this traditional territory, I love everything about it because it's part of my heritage. It's my land, and we have such beauty up here that it's calming to the soul.
I like the fact that N&D provides so many opportunities for people to learn their tradition and cultures.
I love the hunting, I love go berry picking, I love roaming around knowing it's our land and keep track of it and take care of it.
How it's all of our backyards and all the animals that are in it.
The kindness of people, the land, the berries, and all the God's country.
Vast land that we have, there's not so many people on it, and we can go anywhere in the bush, not like the city.
I would say that everywhere you look, it looks like National Geographic or some amazing picture, and the ability to go 5 minutes out of town and just be by yourself in the bush. It's amazing. And the people are wonderful. I love Mayo.
How kind people are, everyone helps out one another, and also all the traditional practices that we do, hunting, fishing.
Nature. I like painting.
I love it that you can go out and pick your own traditional medicine from the harvesting off the trees this time of year. The June month is for the sap. What do you like? About to follow your grandpa around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything, the fresh air, the moose, the fish.
Tangan Sosan.
Tangan Sosan.
It's the best place in the world to live.
School. The events that happen. Fun things that we can do.
I love the mountains and I love working at the daycare with all the little kids. All the lakes that we can fish on and swim in. Bugs?
No,
Oh, the mosquito.
I've just been up here visiting for the last couple of days here at the event, and it's been awesome. The sense of community, it's a great community here, and as a visitor felt very welcome. So yeah, it's something awesome the guys have going here.
Going fishing at F Lake and riding bikes.
I love the territory itself, the mountains, the lakes, the rivers. I've been a prospector here, born and raised in the Yukon, and living a lot of time out on the land since I was very young. And it's just it's a special place and special people too.
I love the rivers, the lakes, the watersheds, and the effortless beauty of the Yukon.
I love the big sky and being so close to the water with the rivers and the lakes nearby.
Everything and moose meat.
This is my homelands. I was born and raised here, and my ancestors grew up here, and I love my culture.
The traditional grounds and everything that grows from it, the wild animals and all the good stuff.
Learning the cultures that we have, and all my family's here.
Everything is just awesome. The safetiness, the people, the elders, just all of it.
Everything.
It's a pretty good nation, family, folks, all fun, carnivals, all that together. Plus activities and spending time with your family and it's good. And it's good to hunt in here with all friends and everything. So
Everything, I think. Everything.
I've been coming up here for, I guess, over a decade and spent a lot of time on the beautiful rivers. But what is most special to me is the people. Yeah. And how the people here help me connect to the land and water.
The people in the land.
Well, I just love the land and every season, and I love the people that live in this land.
Bears. Culture camp.
Well, it's our home. We love the land and the water, and showing our kids how to live the traditional lifestyle.
Hunting and trapping. That's what I like about it.
I love about it is the nature, and honestly, everything that comes with it.
Biking around with my friends. Go to my cousin's house, lake.
Okay, well, definitely the people. I mean, this community, it's my first time here, and it's been so welcoming, and everyone's so open and lovely, and you can just tell what a strong and tight-knit community is here.
I love learning about the local culture and medicine, traditional medicines, and some of the songs and drumming.
Everybody in town already knows this guy here, even though we haven't been that long here. And yeah, the community is one big family.
I was born and raised here, so I like it.
Go to go and visit my cousin.
I like that there's incentives to be sustainable. Berry picking, hunting and gathering.
I was born here. I was living in an old village in down 70 Mile. We go hunting, trapping.
So I live in Whitehorse, so I love coming back up to visit, and I like bringing my children to Ethel Lake to share stories about my family.
The people and what my ancestors left for me.
It's pretty isolated place here, so I like people here. They are very welcoming as compared to the other.
I would have to say it's the people.
Love lots of things about this traditional territory, but if I had to pick one, I'd have to say it's all the beautiful lakes and rivers that bring so much life to this land.
I love most how peaceful it is and how beautiful the mountains and the nature is.
I love Mayo because I like Gary.
But I like Mayo because I like Joanne and I love the free store.
And I like Joanne. and I love the outdoors.
Yeah, it's all good here.
People. I love this traditional territory for the people, and my wife is one of the people that lives here.
Everything. The hiking, the people, the kids are hilarious, the swimming, the nature, everything you can learn, and the new people you get to meet.
That's so true. For me, it's lovely to see how the community lives here and all the cool stuff, what's going on here.
I love it that the beauty of the First Nation of Na-Cho Nyäk, culture, tradition, language, elders, well, of course the seagulls in the summer, and yeah, celebrating and coming together.
Very beautiful to look at. It's peaceful, and the people here are beautiful. They are very generous, and like any place else and any family, there's fights and arguments, but at the end of the day, people are there for each other. And it's a community that does a lot for itself, and NND does the best events ever.
I love the scenery, the quietness. I've lived here all my life. It's a beautiful place to raise kids.
Growing up here, you really don't get to, you really take the beauty of the land for advantage, and you really don't realize it until you move away and come back and see it.
I love all the things that you can go out and forage. I'm a grand berry picker. I pick whatever I can get and use.
Well, I love about it that you can step out your back door and you're right there in the wilderness and enjoying the beauty of what we have here, listening to the birds and enjoying the people, the culture.
The freedom that you can have fresh air to breathe, the trees and the birds, also that the First Nation citizens also have so much opportunities given to them that if they want, they can take advantage of for educational.
I like the skate park because it's really fun, and you can hit lots of jumps and you can go up ramps.
And I love that the kids have the freedom to roam and grow.
My ancestors go back a long ways, and when I come here, I feel the closeness of it. We go back lots of generations, and we have lots of relatives here, cousins, aunts, uncles. It's a beautiful place to live. There's nowhere better. And we have the freedom to go out and do what we want.
Culture camp and the events. The rivers, they're nice and smoothing. And yeah, the forest, the bears. You can pick berries. You can go camping too, and swimming at 5 miles.
The green, the snow, cold, warm. Grew up here, born here. What more can you ask for?
What I love most about this traditional territory, and I think all about the land and the water, is that it's our hospitals. We go for healing, right? It's our grocery store that we go for food. It's our educational school. It's our school that we go in to learn stuff, right? And it's also our exercise, what we do to get our exercise, to provide the work that we do. I think land and water is wonderful, and I appreciate it all over, and especially here.
The people, the land, and how it is so obvious it is taken care of with love. It really does feel like a beautiful wilderness, that the sense of community, and I'm so grateful I get to teach the children. I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
Absolutely. Coming from Ontario, it's a lot of the wide open spaces, the respect for the land, respect for each other, and a sense of community.
How the community do something, to do some activities for the people to have some fun, and I really appreciate that, especially the program after school. And also I'm very grateful for how they welcome me, especially Mr. Walter and Mr. Frank. I am I'm truly thankful for that one.
Our people come together and work towards keeping it clean and harvesting what the land has to offer.
Harvesting our fish and wildlife, taking care of the land, enjoying everybody that's coming out, have a good time.
Oh, my family. I have a lot of family and a lot of friends here. I used to stay in Faro and I moved back home in 1989 so I can be with my family.
Because all my friends are here and I can play with them. My friends?
Well, for me, I absolutely love the community and how you can literally walk down the street and see someone that maybe you haven't even seen, they'll smile at you like you've known them forever. Like, that's amazing.
Yes, I'm the same way. I love the people here. I've only met a handful, but so far everyone has just been phenomenal. Also, the views. Like, wow. It's wild
Beautiful.
here.
Oh my gosh. The sense of community around here. The fact that you can get yourself involved into anything and feel accomplished and feel like you've helped lots of people around town.
Oh wow, obviously the country, it's beautiful. Strong traditional values here, community, family.
We have everything. Within a 60-mile radius, we have mountains, we have valleys, we have freshwater lakes. It's beautiful here. We have all kinds of flora, and the landscape's changed over my lifetime. I'm in my 60s, and it's changed drastically in my time. But it's still, as far as I'm concerned, God's country.
Connecting to our land, peaceful, and just good environment. And yeah, everyone knows everybody. It's safe and it's peaceful. And especially this summer, you go to fish camp and with family and do traditional things. Our fish camp's not too far, so we just go back and forth in the summertime.
We have abundance of land to gather medicine, to gather food, to hunt the food that we need, and to help our families out.
Dirt bikes. Dirt bikes. Like, and biking around the hills, so like C6. Yeah. Dirt biking and biking and skiing, I guess, yeah.
My people.
In a way, these have become our people because we come back over and over, and it's wonderful to see the people and to see the beautiful land. And it's so very different from the city, the big city, not Whitehorse, but the big city. And so it's wonderful to be here in nature within a community that is so respectful of the world.
I really like the smell of the springtime here. The willow trees, the cottonwood that when they start to blossom, it's just
It's
wonderful.
a smell that is nowhere else.
Yeah, it's special.
I like because it's the coldest place in the Yukon and the hottest place, and it's really respectful of the community. Yeah, I like it.
It's from a lot like living on our traditional territory. When people come together like this, I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy cooking and harvest our food.
My friends, my family, and job opportunities are great, and wonderful people just like this gathering this evening.
It's a beautiful territory, and I'd rather live here than nowhere else.
It's home. It's where I grew up. I got to learn off the land and everything. It provided food and everything, shelter for me.
Well, it's great. It's quiet, peaceful. It's nice, good jobs around here. It's great.
The great sense of community that you find in Mayo, and just getting out and enjoying the land and the territory.
So I feel very lucky that we can live and share our community with people that care and love their land so much, and that are also super welcoming.
Everything that she said, and also having the privilege to have access to all that knowledge, skills, and culture in general, whether it's in art, history, everything, we have access to so much, and everything is shared so generously with outsiders. I like Bannocks!
What I love most about my traditional territory is the people, the culture, the beautiful land, how you're made to feel so welcome when you come here. You're never forgotten when you leave, and you're always welcome to come back.
Here's one from our first album. 15 years ago.
My name's Sylvester.
And what does Sylvester have for us?
I love hunting with my Uncle Terry.
What's Terry's last name?
Terry Hunterman. And he loves writing down stuff. And he loves hunting with his brother me, Sylvester.
Where'd you get those sunglasses, Sylvester?
Someone dropped them on the ground, so I picked them up. They're cool. Come do it with me. This pillow was $22.99.
Do you think it was worth it?
What?
The pillow, do you think it was worth it?
Well, it is white, but no.
What have you got to say? The world's listening.
I don't know. All right, bye.
That's it?
Yep.